Halo has always struggled with side games, whether that be denied ideas, more denied ideas, and even more denied ideas. And that comes from a multitude of factors, whether that be leadership at Microsoft or on their home turf, the insistence on fewer games overall, and the inability to loan out the IP and keep things internal. However, I believe most, if not all of these factors lead into that last one. Ever since 2001, Halo has always been ran by one studio, Bungie, 343, and now Halo Studios, and that has been a deterrent to the franchise over the last decade, as we've only received 3 games in the past 10 years, 2 with questionable reputations, with Halo Wars 2 being the exception. And due to a lot of these recent struggles, the Halo IP has quickly lost relevance to newer games without baggage or controversy, and that's one of the buckets Helldivers 2 falls into, as it quickly amassed a cult following and a large player base due not only to the gameplay, but how core mechanics in the world work through its defense planet system, whether that be the success of that or the failures. But as someone who's played Halo since 2009, it's almost impossible not to see the similarities between this and what I've known for as long as I can remember. Much like the combat from CE to now, it just works. Every aspect of this game works. And yes, while I have no idea what I am doing right now, I can't deny how much fun it is, and I think people take fun for granted in video games now. They want you to just buy everything and anything that the shop has to offer, and then you can play the game. Call me old school, but that's never really how my brain has worked. And having a game like Helldivers to be finally on the Xbox gives me that same feeling I had back when Reach came out, where all I could do is just hit play, turn off my brain, and have fun. I don't have to worry about the Omni movements or Battle Royale mechanics. It's honestly the same feeling I had about Battlefield 6 during the beta. I think I'm becoming an optimist at this point for anything different. Game studios love to hang on to their darlings for dear life, and at some point, that leads to the detriment of the IP. On one hand, you've got a series like Fallout that has not received a new entry in almost a decade, and on the other, you have Call of Duty, which is milking the franchise dry at the current moment. And while I don't think Halo is even close to the former or the latter, the wait from Halo 5 to Infinite proved that a lot of fans aren't going to keep waiting around for things that are just going to disappoint you in the end. The death of the side game sucks, because we don't really get them anymore. Everything is now just a brand new AAA release, even if it shouldn't be, or a new Destiny DLC Bungie is asking full price of the actual game for, and we've learned that between the wait from 5 to Infinite, several spin-off games were pitched to not only 343, but Microsoft, all eventually being denied in the end. One of those being the infamous Halo Wars 3 pitch that probably should have happened a long time ago. And even an ODST Helldivers-ish game long before Helldivers 2 would grace us with its presence. Ideas like this, creativity like this, needs to be in Halo, because we need to have fresher voices. We can't just have the same people in charge changing their minds, course correcting, or holding firm on decisions that were made 10 years ago and are now just pivoting, but by then, it's too late. The golden era of Halo had a time from 2007 to 2010 where we had 4 games release in that window, and Halo was at the top of the world during that time, and since that point, we've gotten 1 side game since 2010. That's a damn shame, because both Halo Wars games, ODST, and even Reach, if you want to count that as a side game, have more soul, more passion, more love than so much of the AAA slop we receive in the modern gaming era. And regardless of what you think of Helldivers 2, you can't deny that it has that spark defying all expectations, and even defying the monetization practices of the current era. So many people in the Halo community that I know of are really excited to have something else like Halo finally in the rotation. And while I think Halo Infinite is a decent game, it runs dry very quickly, and if we've had something else Halo related in the past 4 years to keep us salivated, Helldivers wouldn't have just been a nice addition to the list instead of their ultimate replacement at the current time. Halo needs what Helldivers has: creativity and passion. We can't have another Halo Infinite. Hell, we can't have another Halo 5. The voices grow louder every single day, and I don't know what another flop would do to this franchise that I've loved for so long. While I don't think Halo is back in the way extreme optimists think with this Helldivers collab and it's potentially, probably, almost certain coming to PlayStation, you can't help but recognize the staying power this series has had, even today, for well over 2 decades. Halo has been written off 10 times over in the past 10 years, with video essay after video essay beating a dead narrative that's, in all honesty, uninteresting to watch. For the first collab in Xbox PlayStation history, don't fact check me, I'm probably wrong with that, going with Halo just proves how much the franchise is still Xbox's flagship. Even if it's not talked about anymore, even if it's not celebrated anymore, as they found their new darlings with Activision and Bethesda after acquiring them. I don't care that it's a natural fit. All I know is that Halo still has some life left. And for somebody who's been playing Halo since 2009, that's a damn good feeling. Helldivers 2 proves that Halo is still relevant. And in a gaming landscape where relevance is all that matters, all Halo needs is one shot to get it back to the top. Will that happen? Well, I'll leave that up to you, because at the end of the day, I can't guarantee anything quality Halo anymore. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get into my pod and listen to Difference of Darkness. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy what I do, maybe consider checking out some of my other stuff. Thank you so much.
Not gonna find out way up here.